And I understand you look for loyalty, and I agree you should have a man who's loyal to you, but men show loyalty in different ways to women. Women show loyalty through sexual exclusivity. Men don't show loyalty that way. Men show loyalty in a bunch of other ways. One of them is financial. The other is taking care of the woman. The fact that I would have a woman that I pay her bills, take care of her, give her a sheltered life, spoil her, look after her, try and make her smile, give her all these things, put her on private jets, take her around the world and make sure that she's happy in nearly all realms with no concerns. That's loyalty. Just because I spend a night with one random chick every once in a while does not mean I'm not loyal to her.
The ideas Andrew Tate had about loyalty to women are principles that apply to all men, to all kings. His extensive life experience will guide us through the universal laws of human nature and provide you with answers to the questions that no one else will address. Let's hear his entire viewpoint now.
Men, for the longest period of human history, have not been sexually exclusive. And now we're living in a world where we pretend it's normal for men to be sexually exclusive. They never have been. And we're also in a part of the world now where most men have more than one wife. So it's kind of interesting to see.
Do you think that's okay, Lana?
I mean, I don't think like all guys are like that.
Of course, because you can get a Nissan. Isn't it great how life goes full circle?
Yeah.
You can get a nice, reliable Nissan. Nobody wants the Nissan but you, because to you it's trusty and old. It's got a bit of rust, but it's okay. But guess what happens when you're a Ferrari? Everybody wants to spin. That's life. That's life. And if you're gonna be with a top tier male, you're gonna have to accept. If you're gonna be with one of the best men on the planet, the most desirable man on the planet, who fixes all of your problems, who's hyper competent, who can get all of the things that you need done, who excites you, who's interesting, who's spontaneous, who takes you nice places, you're never bored to spend time with him, you're never bored in bed with him, he never lets you down, you're gonna have to accept that this man is gonna eventually, over a long enough time period, occasionally do some extracurricular activity, and you're just gonna have to accept it and get over it and ignore it, because that's what happens when you have a top tier male.
Okay, here. Listen, first off, if I were to agree on something polygamous, it would be in the sense that the guy would have them like the 4 wives, right? Okay? But I won't agree on a guy being like with 20, 30 girls, like outside of being like serious, you know what I mean? So I don't think like, I mean, I've seen from previous like people that I know, like they sort of like, the lady knows that the guy is with so-and-so, so he already knows like the girls and they already been sort of introduced because he sort of lets her know. But I just don't, I personally as a woman, I don't like having like an unknown like guy with
I'll
millions
tell you,
of people.
Andrew said this to me last time. He said, listen, if I'm a high value man, that even I'm not going to tell my woman, but she's not dumb enough to not know that I'm not messing around with other women.
But like with a million people, like, I just think like there should be limit to things. I think it's very unhealthy. Everything, if you do too much of it in life, it becomes very unhealthy.
Do you think that makes Andrew a bad person?
I'm not here to judge him. Only God
Judge
can
me.
judge him.
Judge
no,
me.
I would like.
Okay,
I believe
based on
that
him
God
saying,
can
listen,
only
I will
judge.
never be fully and utterly loyal to my girl.
Judge me.
Does that make him bad?
I mean, did you tell your girl that?
No, he won't.
Are you not honest with your girl?
No, but okay. So let's stay here for one thing at a time. Firstly, I want to destroy the myth of females pretending they want honesty, because they don't. So when you're honest with women, you get just headache on both sides. They don't want honesty. When you come to a woman with honesty, it's just they're not ready to handle it. They are not prepared for it, and it also lowers your status as a man. I don't have to sit there and say, "Hey, I'm gonna do this." The point is this. Every king, every sultan, every sheikh, since the dawn of human time, had more than one woman. All of them. Every single one, always. That's all of recorded history and the modern world. So to sit and come along and say that king-level men, not Joe Schmo, king-level men are gonna be stuck with one woman and they're not allowed to do anything else outside of it ever is garbage. If you go and you actually experience time with top-tier males, if you go hang around with a Russian oligarch, or you go hang around with the richest guy in Bangkok, or you hang around with anybody anywhere on the planet, he has more than one woman. That is a fact.
I'm not against it.
So if you're a woman and you prioritize loyalty, sexual exclusivity, not loyalty, because like I said, male loyalty is different than female loyalty. I am completely loyal to my woman. I can be completely loyal to all my women at once. I'm completely loyal because I fix all their problems and I tolerate them and go out with them and deal with all their crap. So I'm very loyal.
I don't think that's
very loyal.
Definition of loyal.
It is. No, but it is. That is the definition of masculine loyalty. But if we're going to talk about sexual exclusivity, if you're going to prioritize sexual exclusivity over all other things, that's fine. That is like prioritizing reliability of a car. Get a Nissan. But if you're going to prioritize the man's ability to fix your problems, his financial means, his looks, his ability to make you excited, his ability to make you have fun, his status, his fame. If you're going to prioritize those things all above sexual exclusivity, then get a Ferrari.
Yeah,
then you
but
get fun, you
what
get
I-
excitement. That's
okay.
life. You can't get it all. You can't have it all.
I have to be more specific. Okay, look, I'm totally for a guy being serious, like with the woman, taking care of the woman. I get that.
Okay.
But what I'm against is a guy going out there and hurting women. Like, you know, women who look up to them, they like them and they just go with them, like, and, you know, the girl feels used and they don't take them seriously. I just think that that behavior is what I don't support. I feel like, okay, if you're gonna have multiple girls or wives, whatever, like, you should be committed to them.
Okay, so
and
you
take
agree with
care of
multiple
them.
wives?
Yeah, I obviously, because, you know, I'm Muslim, I really,
As long as
So-
there's
I feel like,
transparency.
I feel like, you know, a guy if he has the potential to take care of more than one woman, it's acceptable, but I don't believe that a guy should start like playing games with women.
Well, I don't think it's about playing games. I don't.
A lot of guys are doing this for fun.
Okay, but women are sovereign individuals, and if they decide to be with a man, if they're a full-grown adult, they decide to be with a man, right? We can't be. I don't want to be misogynistic here.
But
I don't want to be a
guys are,
misogynist.
like, deceitful. They really trick women. They
Why?
say a lot of things.
They say things that aren't true.
Yeah, and I don't agree with
Women do the same to men.
that. Not all.
Of course, not all women, not all men. That's human nature. That's my point. That's human nature. But we're discussing the specifics, and I'm just trying to make the point that women who say, I want a man who's loyal, that matters most to me, that's doable and that's fine. If you sacrifice a bunch of other qualities. But if you don't sacrifice those qualities, the kind of man you are looking for is never going to be loyal. You have to make a choice. And I used a car analogy because to me it's so simple. I don't know what the confusion is. If you prioritize reliability, get a Nissan. If you prioritize performance, get a McLaren. You cannot have both. Your McLaren might be a little bit reliable and the Nissan might have a little bit of performance, but you cannot have Nissan reliability and McLaren performance in one vehicle. That is against the laws of nature. It's against physics. It's against reality.
Now,
you must choose.
I'll jump in. I definitely like agree to a certain extent what you're saying, but why not just be transparent about it?
Well,
Trust me, there are women out there that would agree
Yeah, they
to
would.
this, and I know
you
I've
can
seen
be.
it.
You can be. But I'm not saying, the point is it's about me specifically. You can be. And I'm not even going to tell you whether I am transparent or not transparent. I'm just talking about in general. You can be transparent. That's up to you. It's up to every man who decides what they want to do.
And
But
it's so much more peaceful, you know what I mean? 'Cause,
Cool.
like, the girl is totally happy. She'll start hanging out with your other wife or your other girl, and they become best friends. And, you know, life is less stressful because you
Agreed.
can go out.
Agreed. But the actions, my point is that the actions are not dependent upon transparency. The actions are going to take place anyway if you have that kind of man, whether he's transparent or not, or whether you accept it or not. That's just how it's going to be.
But
Some-
would you be transparent? That's our question.
I don't lie. I'm not a liar. But I'm not also going to sit my woman down and go, hey, it's 9 a.m. By the way, I'm going to do this today. It's just
No,
like,
no, if
So,
she
so if your girl
asks
says,
you-
"Hey, Andrew," like,
Who's this chick? Oh, yeah, I was with her a few days ago. Don't worry about it. Done.